San Diego State against UConn. Aztecs back where they were a year ago when they played UConn in the national championship game. UConn number one in the nation. Great storylines. Matchup of really great coaches. Matchup of some big time players. You got teachers, you got motivators, you got the battle of the big men. Those to me are the storylines as they play late Thursday afternoon in Boston. Brian Dutcher, the doctor of defense in college basketball, his career record at San Diego State is 177-57. Ninth ranked in the nation on defense, scoring, turnovers, and steals. 4 times the Aztecs have been to the Sweet 16 with him. Last year, obviously, Final Four championship game against UConn. Then there's Dan Hurley. What theater, what passion play on the sidelines. A record of 137-58 at UConn. Huskies, 5-time national titles in 25 years. 81 points per game on offense, number 1 in the nation. Defensive efficiency, phenomenal, 63 points per game, the number 8 in the country defensively. They shoot 49% from the floor. Their opponents shoot only 39%. They shoot 36% from the three-point line. They're averaging 38 rebounds a game, 18 assists per game. Defense forces 10 turnovers a game, 5 block shots per game. That's 15 possessions you don't get any points on when you have the ball against UConn. 33-3, 21-1 since December. Now, we've been impressed with San Diego State, John, and what they've done in quad 1 games that got them the seeding they got. How about this? UConn wins against North Carolina, Texas, Gonzaga, Creighton, and Marquette twice.
Oh my God.
That's pretty doggone impressive. Jaedon LeDee in the tournament. Nobody's talked about this. 2 games so far, 20 of 30 shooting, 15 of 18 from the free throw line. LeDee is averaging 29 per game and 8 rebounds per game. UConn's got talent everywhere, and they're all productive. Tristan Newton, the guard, transfer for East Carolina, 15.6 rebounds per game. Cam Spencer, transfer Rutgers, the other guard, 14 points, 4 rebounds game. Sophomore 6'8" forward Alex Caraban, 13 points, 4 rebounds per game. Donovan Clingan, 7'2", 280, only a sophomore, 12.7 rebounds, 2 block shots. He changes everything defensively. John, the keys to the game, it's on the backcourt at San Diego State. Aztecs must defend starting out at the arc to disrupt what they're going to try to run at UConn. They have to bust their rhythm. And the Aztecs guards have to hit outside shots to loosen up that defense. If they can do that, that will give LeDee room to move around the paint. I don't think LeDee's going to be able to score on the low post and the block because of Callaghan. But LeDee can shoot from 12 feet out, side of the lane, from the foul line, in the paint, if they can get their defense moving. So I think the most critical thing is how they defend and slow down UConn's offense. Can the Aztec guard shoot? And can they create plays that allow LeDee some breathing space to hit outside shots? Because I think that's going to have to be his game today. That's my scouting report. You want to talk coaches, you want to talk philosophy, you want to talk about personal matchups. John, what's your game plan?
Okay, well, we could talk about clam chowder in Boston. The Aztecs are going up a big hill here, and everybody's saying UConn this, UConn that, and their offense is so intricate, and they've got all these peel offs of all these different versions of sets they run. It's going to be hard. Okay, we know that. But I'll tell you what, we need revenge, not necessarily on last year's championship game, but I go back to that Kemba Walker game with Jamal Franklin, and that was a flop, and that was provoked, and it was awful, and we need payback. Aztecs, if they played like they played against Yale, hit the threes, play good D, I give them a 1-3 chance to win. It's still going to be tough. Cross country, everything is stacked against the Aztecs. But boy, if they could pull this off, what a miracle that would be.
These two coaches, they're pretty doggone good. Very different styles. I mean, you look at the UConn bench, and Dan Hurley is going up and down the floor, and he's barking at the refs, and he's barking at his players, and he's lecturing his bench. Brian Dutcher, calm, cool, collected. This is the game plan. This is what we have built here at San Diego State. Let's just go play the game, do the best we can. He is polar opposite of what Dan Hurley is.
Yeah, it's going to be fun watching those guys up and down the sideline barking and things. I love that part of the drama. But you get the early game on Thursday. They had the early practice yesterday. They got there late for it. They're going to be exhausted. And yeah, I mean, like you said, the arena is going to be chock full of Connecticut, New England people.
Short work week. I don't quite understand why this has to be the 4:40 p.m. game. Why could it not be the late game on the East Coast? Because they put San Diego State at a disadvantage. They go Spokane to San Diego to come home on a chartered flight and get home at 4 a.m. on Monday, have a team meeting Tuesday, a limited practice, game plan, left early, changed their mind, left early, then went Wednesday, practice there, and now they're playing first game in. So to me, it's a huge challenge for SDSU.
What do you think about Dan Hurley? He's still got this chip on his shoulder. Oh, they're scheduling us for the early game and it's UConn against the world. And what do you think of that?
Well, they're in grudge mode because 5 championships in 25 years, hell of an accomplishment, but they don't seem to be getting a lot of national recognition. It's kind of a UConn Husky basketball. It's a Northeast thing. I mean, they're not spoken in the same terms of what North Carolina with Duke has been.
It's not a blue blood.
Not that's the word. Not a blue blood, even though they were blue and white. So they're just kind of in grudge mode. But the top 4 seeds in the tournament are still there. So this will be fun going forward. Okay, we go from that